So, 3 hours only. Don't feel like I've got very far, but what do I know? Right, I remember. I remember this place. Okay. Same as before. Back up with the frog, but I'll try around without the frog. Oh, not quite. Okay, hello bird. I still have no idea on how I could properly use anyone else than you. So it will be you and me for a bit longer. Just from the visuals. Shouldn't look up while doing that. Just from the visuals, it seems as if 2 stomps and 3 double jumps maybe reach, but they would need to be pretty perfect, so I'm still doubting whether I'm supposed to do it with only the bird. The bird is quick. He doesn't really give me the time to max out my jumps. That was actually probably the best I did. It's just not enough. I'm pretty sure I checked all these walls and I actually have to get up there. Was there any way to do it even better than just now? Not sure. Not sure, and I wasn't really close. There was like another double jump missing. What if I try to do the lure so his start position is a bit lower, so he goes more upwards? Would need to be without such a bonk though. Yeah, like that. But it wouldn't help, I don't think. There were two other sense locations, from all I remember, but the one was behind a grenade wall, and I see absolutely no way to do that whatsoever, and the other was the high up energy cell in Swamp. And there I'm wondering, what would I even stomp? That's a pretty enemy-free area. Even from the visuals, it just doesn't look like enough. I always thought about this wall, and even called it probably easier than some of the other tricks, but this wall doesn't hold you. Then there's the frog. But if I tried... Okay, I should start trying to use the frog. If I use the frog, the first challenge will be that he doesn't kill the bird. He does give a lot more hate. What are the 2 points he walks between? Okay, he doesn't go further than that. I could stomp him to go further, but that's actually a convenient location. Oh yes, it will also be hard to stomp the frog, but not the bird. If I stomp the bird in the process, it won't be any good. Then I just lose another stomp. Using stomp with 2 enemies at once just doesn't seem plausible. It will always hit both. I don't have any quick movement to get to the frog before the bird catches up. If I chase him now, he will walk in the spikes, pretty sure. Yeah. Maybe. At which timing do I want to start? Not that. This guy is as eager to run away as the bird is eager to help. Well, I didn't achieve anything yet, Fireburner. And I feel like I won't in the next hour either. Well, there is a pickup up there. And I'm not aware of any other pickup that is even resembling a pickup in Reach. And yeah, there's this bird. But I have to go very high up, and there's this frog bird. Cooperating with both of them. It's nothing I successfully pulled off yet. Cooperating with none of them is something I pulled off quite regularly though. Oh well. I wish what sub 12 summit even meant. It's too long ago for me. But I know it was your goal. So good job. I just wish I had any hope of reaching my goal here as well. Oh, I know Summit was not the last chapter, there's also Core. But I don't have any reference how long Summit actually was, and how hard it is to get under 12 minutes in the run. Don't run, I said. The closest I've ever been is like, I don't know, one double jump away from the wall I want to get to. Which is why I think maybe there's a way to do this. I just don't see a way to work with the Frankie and just the bird. There's limited height I can get through just the bird. Oh well. It's too far. That's just what I feel like. It's too far up. And there's no other location where I could think of trying anything. I thought about maybe entering Valley somehow, but it's a lot of spikes around here. I mean, I guess could take another look at it, considering I don't get anywhere with that bird. There's nowhere to save to get invincibility frames. The bird isn't aggressive enough to get lured all the way down. There's a couple problems why I don't think it's possible to exit Sorrow this way. And also, I mean, he always tried to guide me through Sense, and Sense speaks of that mapstone up there. Wouldn't really make sense if I was supposed to exit Sorrow and the Sense was just like fake. Just a troll. I've never seen Spine's troll, so I can't imagine it. Actually, this doesn't look impossible. World record is under 8 minutes. Celeste must have an even higher skill ceiling than I thought then. Oh well. I'm kinda curious. I got the bird quite far down sometimes. Oh, you can save here. Convenient. I can see myself trying to get quick with Celeste someday. Just Ori's keeping me quite busy, especially with the new formats I'm finding out about recently. I greet you back, master. Oh, that one wasn't all that bad. Would have helped not to miss the bird though. It's hard. I don't know his aggro range yet, and I dubbed I could manually trigger him. Or maybe there's enough time. That was the proof of concept. I don't know if it's what I'm supposed to do, but that was my proof. I can get out of Sorrow. Yo, hello Smashy, and thanks for the good luck. Some days I wish it actually was about luck, then I'd probably finish quicker. I'm confused. Sometimes he aggroed when I didn't expect him to. Also, I was unaware that you could stomp, double jump, and then stomp again. That's actually a longer air stall than I was able to do before. What did I even do to get the bird so far down? Which trivia? You think Spines missed some? Like, I feel this time I should have been in range, but apparently not. Oh, bird, what are you doing? True, or maybe I just haven't found it yet. Maybe it is written out somewhere. I don't think you can use that argument after telling me I can stomp pegs, Spines. Okay, that aggroed him. Would this have worked if the bird didn't die in the spikes? It's not what I did last time. I feel like if I manual aggro him, he's stunned for too long that he can still reach him. Yes, that's more like what I'm trying to do. Trying to jump off before the invincibility frames run out. That was way too far down. Okay. I should have paid better attention to where his aggressive radius ends. That was no good aim, bird. I expected better from you. Still not high up enough. That was bound to fail. Oh nice, I can stand there. Okay. Good, okay, that was my attempt now. I can't imagine the map stone being possible. I almost can't imagine it anymore, so maybe this is intended. Like, look, sense triggers on that pickup up there. So this might be the progression I actually wanted to collect. So... apparently there's quite a ton of places where you can use storms to gain hate. Much more than I expected, really. Yeah, I can imagine how this is supposed to be done. Damage less, and I'm out of there. Ooh. Huh. What would have happened if I stomped the Kuro rocks instead? Maybe they were the same? Or, like, there definitely were two paths there. But I kinda don't want to go back now, after having done the trick, so I'll commit to this cutscene instead. Can I stomp this wall? Doesn't seem like it. Well, I guess that would unlock too much, maybe. Okay, time for a cutscene. I was disallowed game storage and wouldn't want pickups to disappear either. So better watch it. They aren't logical. They just follow a more human and a less algorithmic logic, I'd say. Okay, why does it put me here? Is there even a single thing I can stomp on? I don't think there's anything stompable in this whole room. Sunstone. Some teleport warped me to Horu Fields. Yes, some led right to the front entrance. Not sure which one it was. Should be able to find it again though. Might have been the one in Swamp. Now, can I go over there? Yes. Paths are spreading out, okay. Then I'll insert the mapstone first. I mean, maybe I'm wrong again, but Sense really looked like the next mapstone was something. I'm probably wrong again though. Sunstone can lead me to new places as well. Watching the cutscene opens front door. Okay. It's still not pointless because I would never have known it opened the front door. Triple! Oh no. Seems like we're done on double jump stomp tricks. I wonder if triple jump stomp tricks are easier or harder? By accident? I'm wondering how it could come together that he watched a cutscene but not collect the Sunstone pickup. Or maybe like he did the game storage and made the Sunstone despawn? What happened to do this discovery? Also, is there something triple jump by itself unlocks? Oh, you modified the plan distance, okay. Okay. I think the Holy Warp was in Swamp. And if there's anything that triple jump unlocks by itself, then it is probably the pickup in Sorrow at least. With just stomp and double jump it wouldn't reach, with triple jump it would. Pretty sure I could collect the Sorrow pickup now. Have I ever tried getting past this slime? Well, tried, yes. Or maybe... No, triple jump doesn't reach for that one, does it? Well, not anymore, that is. Here, this is the sense trigger of the energy cell up there. But that's still far out of reach, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think I tried a bit around with triple jump there. Well, this was not the correct warp. From here I once went up there. What happened when getting here? Was something here a warp? Well, it's not impossible to find out. This is 0 XP, yes. Preventing any shenanigans. I should just go there from the Grove TP, I think. Oh! Someone reminded me there's a wall there. Lower Valley had Forlorn access and Forlorn warped... No, wait, Forlorn warped to Sorrow? How did all of this work? I don't remember at all. Something warped to Horror Fields, I know it. Something somewhere in this world. Oh god. I remember that this was progression, but it's still there, so could it have been... Yeah, I think it was that ability cell. Pretty sure, yes. Everything before the ability cell was called Prologue by some. And the horror trick definitely wasn't Prologue anymore. I collected this before. Warp, yes. Horu, yes. So, thinking ahead, does this lead me to a lot of places? Horu is a place of huge distances, and just triple jump and stomp wouldn't even reach up to the next layer. Door warping is maybe not intended, wouldn't make a difference, I could kill the mini-boss anyway. I also don't think I could reach over to these, but I could definitely die and could definitely collect this XP there. This 0 XP there. Well, if it turns out there's nothing in Horu, it should be the Sorrow progression. I can reach, okay. One more thing. Not like this, though. Gotta pay more attention. It's not important to be quick. I mean, sure, escape is also a pickup. Why would it be something important though? It's probably warmth returned. Okay. Sorrow Warp was in Forlorn? And even though I have triple jump, I don't think I have a quicker way to go there by now. Also, I'm just now having a random thought that's completely useless, but you probably could enter that warp with wrong gravity, right? Light grenade? I'm not sure about the question. You might have to explain for me to answer it. Oh, getting through the laser. That's something I did not think about. Maybe it would also reach through the laser, but I was already assured that I won't have to stomp that tumbleweed up into the lasers. So no reason to do that. I don't think it reaches, right? Oh, okay, I actually read it wrong, now I know. I mean the grenade tree. It's not easy, but it can be done with double jump, yes. Not trivial, let's say I'm playing a Spines Plando. If you don't know what you're doing, more jumps can make it easier. But not by a lot. That was a bit too hasty. I could definitely go into the warp with leftwards gravity, but I can already think through that that doesn't help me in any way. I tried to stall on that weird reverse gravity micro ledge, yes, but it didn't turn out very well. Okay, but it does work to to cross warps with wrong gravity and get sniped by a random slime that is placed very appropriately. I don't think there's any other gravity orientation where I could pass into the warp, is there? I tried upside down. Well, no gravity swap would even be useful, so... Yo, hello Sam. The Sorrow pickup I was thinking about... Also, this all gets a lot easier with triple jump. Maybe can't even pass over these. Oh, whatever. Couple of frogs in my way, but this was the one I was thinking about. I tried around enough with double jump to be quite confident that triple jump should make this possible. Oh, still struck me. Nice. I will need a bit to get used to the being able to triple jump before or after stomping. This angle makes no sense, I need to set it up differently. Indeed, I'm used to much more restricted environments. Something like that. Just a little better. Bird. You know what I want you to do. Has its own mind. Not quite. That angle almost made sense actually. With triple jump there's a lot more options. I remember one thing someone said during a Celeste speedrun, and that was that the last flag movement as a speedrun is actually harder than many of the other rooms. So I can well imagine that, killing you if you move wrongly. Ah, I won't survive. That, but without getting hit, might have reached. Close enough. Train on that and it will one day work. That one was interesting because even though I stomped the bird, he didn't really go downwards. I wonder if it's about the specific timing where you can stomp an enemy. Okay, kill him with Spirit Flame without pushing it downwards. Setting up the first jump is already so much easier with triple. Again, I think it is about a certain timing, but it's more messing me up than helping, really. Close enough, once more. Just need to not slide off that wall. No, it doesn't help if he doesn't go down, he just kills me then. I know there would be ways to set it up so he doesn't go upwards, but it kinda works good enough that I want to continue trying it with the upwards angle. Like, that was pretty good. Okay, this has to be it though. Something that isn't just warping me around. 0 XP. Clearly there's more things I can do. Of course there is. I have triple jump. One map stone down. I should have looked close at Sense, but it looked almost as if there were multiple map stones left. I should look across the map once more. Oh, with triple jump it should also be quite easy to go here again, and I could look what the stomp rocks were. Nope. Clearly I don't know how these spikes are lined up. One can always learn though, and that was close enough. Nope. Weird. Interesting enough, since I collected Sunstone, a frog has appeared. Not that it would be of any use. Not that I would have known this was a map stone, did I? But yes, of course, there's much more I can do with Stomp and Triple Jump. And you'll let me go through all of it, I guess. At least all of it that's somewhat sane. Why am I trying to make this look hard? It isn't. Oh, I can recommend it to a few people then, although 2 weeks... it's not a lot for Celeste, but enough to try it out, sure. Thanks for the hint. Although I don't know how many will want to use the Epic Store, but that's another story. What are you? I'm glad I didn't go down here. It's free to keep? But if you just get Celeste free, how's that from the side of the developer? Do they even get anything? They don't, do they? I don't know if I want to recommend that then. They made a deal? I'll just pass along the intel. Okay, I never really tried this out with triple jump, but it doesn't work either. I was given a Valley TP. So is Valley TP of any use? I would think that I can get Bird Stomp. Maybe with an augmented, or maybe these deal only 2 damage? No. There's a lot of things in this game that deal 3 damage. Okay, how far do you go back? All the way. Not really close, no. What a weak frog, I wish this was a green one. Oh, there's a ledge down there, I can just do it with a save, probably. Maybe not. Maybe actually not. Yeah, more like that. Come closer. Okay, fair enough. Zero. Now I don't imagine that I can do much here. These all deal 3 damage, do they? Even if I could get on top of this dude, what would it help? No, I don't think there's anything here that I can reach. I'm unsure about the color. There is a color. But sometimes it just looks like sense and it actually has to do with the effect objects. I'm not sure if this is actually sense right here. Like, I'd kinda expect the color to get more intense if I jump up if it was sense, so maybe it's not. Okay, look around the map. What does triple jump do? Thing is, even if it could reach new pickups, due to sense I should know which pickups are important. And there's not a lot of places where sense triggered, so I should think more about new areas where sense might not have reached. Sense should have reached these pickups though. Even though I should be able to get there, I should probably just do it because of the tree. If I'm able to get over, but I should be. Since it is forest trees after all. pretty sure I walked around the map a lot. I would be surprised if there was still a sense location that I once discovered but just forgot. I also wonder, like, I just did a regular triple jump in my attempt to reach Misty. If there's any chance that you can get to stomp on something to actually get to Misty, I'm not sure. Maybe. Can't completely rule it out. Okay, still have to take damage here. That's a bit weird. There's no way I'm reaching that, right? But sense does imply that there's something worth getting here. Okay, memorize another one. This one, and a grenade locked one. This one triggered sense. Okay, how about further new areas? Triple jump doesn't help me in the water. Looks like I've been to all places there. This is still mostly grenade locked stuff. Went past all these with sense. One of these should have been close enough to sense at some point as well. I went close to this one already. I can't tell for sure if I ever was close enough to this energy cell. And with triple jump I could imagine it being possible to reach over there. There might be a point in checking that energy cell. So, take the warp once more. Oh, I have Horu TP. I wouldn't need to take the warp, in fact. Then I'll use Horu TP. Funny, I thought about sense, but I was just walking behind a fire. Oh, the pillar is gone. Yeah, the cutscene did that. Now how would I even get up there? Huh, my thought made less sense than I expected. There's no way to get up there. Well, that's a pity. Was worth a thought. I checked this pickup, but I never collected it. Now this gotta be something, right? I think I actually just checked this energy cell. But there's no way up there, right? How would there be? This is so high up space. Just triple jump and stomp? How would it do anything? Don't think so. Another one for the memory. So, other than that, I mean, sure, triple jump could go past this laser, I suppose, and there's a tumbleweed there. But I don't think it would even be useful, even if I did it. There's a bunch of spikes here. Sense should have triggered if anything here was reachable, and I don't see triple jump helping much either. Well, I guess I probably never got close to this one, and I also clearly can go into Misty and should do that. Just have to come in from above. So through Forlorn Sorrow to be quite a long way. But I think it has to be done. Yeah, that's not the path to the warp. Me neither, but considering how much time some of the tricks take, it's probably not all that important to have to go this path every once in a while. You did quite a good job there at doing a statement that I would really like to deny, but I am unable to. Okay, what does Misty hold? Oh wow. I know of at least one such group, but there are probably many and it probably wasn't Stomp. I have Stomp, yes, but I'm still unsure about how much I even can do in Misty, but it's nothing I would ever have thought through. So I just have to try out. Like, this is the first point where I'd say, well, yeah, nice, what would I do? Don't think Stomp helps me much here, and I don't think anything deals less than 3 damage either. So there might be just nothing in Misty. I don't think there's any way to stomp off mortars. Mortars just retreat too quickly. And these spikes aren't generous at all, as most Misty spikes. Even the mortar shots don't deal less than 3 damage, and there's no way to jump around that. Okay, Misty, I don't think so. No, there's no chance this is possible, neither did it trigger Sense. I have quite a couple ones that triggered Sense, maybe I just don't see the ways to get them. Like, is it really impossible to reach this energy cell? I think trying to get here failed because the spikes dealt 3 damage and I didn't have triple jump. So I think I will check these. And if that's nothing, and I kinda suspect it's nothing because it doesn't sound like a hard trick. Map is a little messed up, yes, but it has its logic. Which trees I still need? I don't think that's the proper thought. There's no way to finish the escape. Need to rely on the progression. But tree-wise, I need the climb tree, I need the charge jump tree. There's probably a key for this, isn't there? Yes, but it's not visible behind the map. Piece, maps, trees. Bash, climb, charge jump. Yeah, I never went into Ginso tree, not able to. If escape was a skill, that would be weird. I can access escape. I mean, I can check, but I see no way of it being anything. Right now, I'd rather prefer to check the Forlorn pickups, even though it's unlikely they are anything. Okay, how close does this look? One more or two more? I'd say it looks like one more, but I've been mistaken more than once. Okay, so do triple jumps reach over these spikes? Yes, okay. Sense already tells though it's probably just 0 experience. Okay. I can check the Horu pickup, I don't think it's anything. I think I'll have to put more thought into the pickups where I know Sense triggers and figure out which of them I can collect. I'll check it in a copy. And my personal guess is Warmth returned. Oh! No, I didn't think. I of course cannot check. Because of the trees. Okay, cannot check. So much for that. So, I'm most curious about this energy cell, even though I don't really see a way, because this seems utterly impossible, even though I honestly never tried it with triple jump, I suppose. Just doesn't seem reasonable. This barrier locks the pickup in such a way. Stomp probably can't do anything. Grenade locked ones don't help me either. I try myself at the 2 energy cells, I think. And they are quite close to each other. The thought, which is the hardest pickup, doesn't fully apply. I think there's just a bunch of impossible pickups and one very hard pickup. Or maybe there's an area that I didn't even think of yet. So with this energy cell I'm especially sure that it won't work. But try it first. So I can't even get up there. There's no enemy nearby. And that energy cell is unreachable. Well, I figured. For some reason I'm less sure about the Horu one, and I still could just teleport to Horu. I'm just very used to taking the warps. Even though it seems very irrational to see any more potential in the other energy cell. The jump there is probably even bigger. So I have a Fronky and I have a Baneling. I could triple jump, stomp off the Fronky and triple jump, but by the looks of it that wouldn't reach at all. Now there's another side, this side. The Fronky deals 3 damage. Unpleasant. And the spikes? What do the spikes deal? Maybe that's actually the way. Stomp him to stun him, and then stomp off. If the spikes deal 2 damage, maybe it would be possible to reach up there. Okay. I could still check how much damage the spikes deal. I have sensed that this energy cell is something. And the spikes in fact deal 4 damage. That's unfortunate. Then maybe there's a way to make the Fronky jump up in such a way. No. Slick movement from the flower. You see a flower here? This one, well, I didn't pay attention to it. Well, there's literally nothing I could do there. And it looked as if, even if I made the Frankie cooperate to such an extent that I could get maximum height, there wasn't much I could do there. Like, this is quite the overhang. How would I get around that? Oh well. Nope. Okay, I can air stall a lot if need be. Is left side really impossible? Just what would I do here? Look how high up it is. Like maybe there's a way here as well to stomp off the Frankie twice and the second time is high up in the air. But even if you look at where the Frankie is at its peak, stomping off that and triple jumping doesn't even seem to be close to that ledge up there. That is why I ruled out left side pretty quickly. And there's no way to make the Frankie jump higher. Close from my max height. Doesn't look like that at all to my eyes, but I'm not saying my eyes would be 100% reliable. Can give it a few tries, but hopes are low for me on this attempt, on this approach, more like. Doesn't look close. I don't know why it looks close to you, but to me it doesn't. I mean, this spot is a bit higher, so I could also make him start from there. He did not. Oh! There's a ledge down there. I never knew. What? Is there? I can't stand down there, but the Frankie can. Okay. That was an impressive stomp, my friend. Could be a tiny island in the lava, true. Maybe I just didn't find the spot. Your stomps are as impressive as mine, I have to admit. even more. It's hard to make him start on the highest point there. I'd say no. Unless there's some wall I can hold on to, but this looks too small for a wall. I don't know what this is. Like, it looks as though this was an opening and maybe you could get into there. I should try that out actually. Although it's not even lower, so why would I be able to reach? Well, it is a lot lower actually. Oh well. I wonder if there would have been any way, progression-wise, to collect this energy cell before triggering the cutscene. But I doubt so. Or also I wonder... No, it wouldn't have made a difference if your game storage, right? It wouldn't even be allowed. Ah, man, I thought maybe you could cling onto that wall. I thought you've seen the plan, though. So you would know, right? Or did you just see part of it? Can't confirm or deny if that wall can be clung to. This doesn't seem to end soon, no. Past the 3 birds. Ah! Look at that! I can even save up here. Genius! I could even save. Crazy. Okay, and from here I would imagine it being possible to jump around. Wonderful. Wonderful. And maybe even useless. No, this can't be useless, right? This is such a nice trick. And the energy cell triggers sense. Can you stomp on elementals? I never thought about that. I don't think so. He doesn't even let me get close. I can go straight up without the micro ledge. Maybe. Wouldn't know how though. Can Xems's playthrough be found still, or is it once again lost in time? It looks so far away. I wonder if I could make the Baneling respawn. I never tried to stomp off a Baneling. Yes, you can stomp on elementals. Hmm. Is it just about being ever so slightly left of him? I think the secret to this might be that the elemental has like this coil bag if he shoots, and that he moves back into you with the stomp, something like that. But right now the only thing he does is move back into me and kill me. So I wonder if I should make its shots line up in a different way, but how would I even do that? How would I... It optically didn't look like it. I wouldn't even know if you would be able to cling towards that wall. And I don't think I can reach it, no. I could imagine that stomping the Baneling helps a lot. I just don't know if I'm able to respawn him, like he's pretty close to where I am here. So I don't really expect him to respawn. I mean, I could just keep the save on that micro ledge and try to make him survive in the first place. But I'm not giving up on trying to stump this elemental just like this yet. Off and back. Yeah, I just have to wait the time out. Bit of dodging practice, I guess. Okay. That should let me reach the energy cell. It actually respawned, it was just an idea. It was a good idea though. Oh. Oh. I'm finding all kinds of things in this plan though. Never knew you could be here. Another interesting spot for a save. Warp? No, mapstone. Okay, my speculation was that the next mapstone would give something. Quite the opportunity to put that to the test. Also luckily the respawn timers seem to be rather short. With some enemies I feel like they take ages to respawn. No, I saw wrong. Need another one. At least another one. tree was red for a couple of map stones now. It has to do with the shade of red. Like, with common pickups, you get a more intense red the closer you get. With map stones, it's the same. If it's the next map stone, it's just a more intense red than if you're 3 map stones away, and I'm just unable to read how far I am away. So I can't really tell. Yeah, I thought so before putting this map stone in as well. And you probably saw the red before putting this map stone in. Now it should be even more intense. Like, this is nonsense. There isn't even an enemy. This isn't a pickup. I'm so certain this isn't the one. But that's true for the others as well. This is experience, this energy cell. Grenade locked and sorrow. I hope I didn't forget any of the sense triggers. I think here I was unsure. I thought it was not a sense trigger, but I wasn't entirely certain. And like, there are birds around here, so it can't be ruled out entirely that this is a collectible pickup. I don't like the idea though. Maybe I should go there again. I went into Misty. Yeah, maybe I should go here again. Investigate whether this actually maybe did trigger sense. Nope. So, try to make them survive. Nope. Nope. What would be quicker, making them respawn or making them survive? Maybe making them respawn. I thought about maybe using 2 birds, yes. Because getting up there with 1 bird, I don't know about that. 2 birds might not even be more useful because every stomp damages both birds, so maybe that idea makes no sense. I'll do 1 bird experiments first, and the least it will do is tell me that sense doesn't trigger this this ability cell. The birds go anywhere if I convince them. Oops. Bump more at a downwards angle, please. Yeah, pretty close. Yeah, something like that. Oh wait. Does he just die to a stomp? No, he doesn't, right? That were the spikes. Could you get below me? Okay. Does he survive a 3rd stomp? If he survives 3 stomps, I can see doing it with 1 bird. Eventually they die of exhaustion. What? 3 stumps, okay. Oh, sorry, that took me a moment. Technically true, yes. Okay. Triple jump, 3 stumps. Sounds possible, sounds hard, so why wouldn't this be the pickup I'm looking for? Maybe I should just accept him being low like that. I'm still not entirely sure, but I think it's sense, yes. And it's not just me, it's actually sense. Oh, come here. Stupid bird, no. Helpful bird. But he has trouble finding the way sometimes. Okay. His aggro ends at that ledge. No matter how many of these stump tricks I'll do, they will always stay hard, it seems. They don't get any easier. At least it feels like that. What do I do after that? He doesn't aggro again. Maybe if I could get damaged in the right way, I could use the invincibility frames to jump off the spikes. Maybe. Didn't quite reach. Nope, that would have killed him anyway. That actually looked as though it might be possible to get on top of him again. Although I should go around his right side and not around his left side, for he will move to the right himself. Also, it doesn't sound like a bad idea to make him start in a higher place. That was nothing like what I intended, but sure, give it to me. Another map stone. Is there any nearby? I don't think so. That was like you intended it. Maybe it would have been possible to get on top of him again as well, though. Five map stones inserted. Which did I not? The swamp one is still missing. I hit him too often. True, I didn't even look how often I can hit him to do 3 stomps. Didn't even keep that in mind. But yeah, the damage boost idea accidentally-ish worked out. That was the progression. Charge Flame, oh. Okay, Charge Flame. So, of course, there's a ton of plants around everywhere, but those would have triggered Sense, so I don't think that's it. What does Charge Flame tell me? I honestly don't know what Charge Flame tells me. One thought I have right now, though, is I could sense check this pickup. I don't think I could reach it, but I could sense check it. Charge Flame can, on the one hand, break blue things and on the other redirect projectiles. I don't know, though, which of these and where would be useful. If I go around and break all the plants, will it just give me 0 XP or will it give me hints? Maybe it will actually give me hints and I should do that. Yes, okay. Charge Flame can redirect, yes. Oh, true, now we're getting Charge Flame trivia, I guess. That makes sense. And maybe one of these hints will help me, who knows? Where are all of them, though? One here. Energy. Well, there sure are more useful things than energy. Oh, I can drain the swamp. And I never sense checked this, I don't think. Okay, I'll go with that. Nope. Also, my charge flames actually consume energy, which is not relevant, but unusual. Well, sense already tells things. It was worth a try, I suppose, and it will be a quicker entry into Swamp if I ever get around to stomping this barrier. Many of the blue breakable walls were already broken through Stomp. I'm kinda thinking about the swamp pickup here at times because, well, a way to break it is by redirecting the mortar projectile. But Charge Flame and Stomp, it needs to be redirected in such specific and such a far way that I don't imagine that being possible in any way. Yeah, I don't know. I can break more plants and maybe get hints until I have a better idea. Charge Flame can sometimes aggro enemies in ways other abilities can't. I don't see that being useful here either, though. I'll find it eventually. Did I ever even collect this? Probably didn't. This guy takes exactly 2 stomps, which is sort of inconvenient. Okay, swing around a bit, please. Well, yeah, plants are only further down here. So far I found only one hint. I mean, Charge Flame can redirect projectiles. It was even placed closely to this XP, but no, it just... no. Oh, with double jump, yeah. Interesting. I didn't even think about making this spider swing when I went there with double jump. Energy 0 XP, energy 0 XP. Doesn't exactly get me anywhere. I mean, there's a lot of things I could technically collect now. These should be possible by charge flaming the fish and hoping for a health drop, but Sense says they are nothing, so what is it even worth? I'll probably end up having to try that swamp experience anyway, but it doesn't seem reasonable. Not at all. I just got a hint. Where? I just got 0 XP. This pickup is buggy, it is. The one before, well, the one before is already before. Guess I missed my hint. I want that XP? No, I don't. Do I want you to repeat it? It's probably a good idea, right? You can repeat it. Stomp can knock back some enemies. Didn't I get that ages and ages ago? Oh, okay. Sea Flame can knock back enemies, if it doesn't kill them, I suppose. I don't know, I just took you literally. This with triple jump probably works. Okay, no idea how I missed that hint. Sometimes I like not to pay attention. Don't know if I'll find a place to apply it. I'll see. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, this with triple jump actually doesn't seem to work, but maybe like from here? From there, yes. 0 experience. Would be worth quite a bit to just know plant locations, I know. Interesting. For some reason I can't get it out of my head. You placing Charge Flame can redirect projectiles next to the swamp. Literally at the closest plant. But I don't want to try it as long as I don't have to. Because to this day I'll call it impossible. Nothing more I could do here, I think. Oh, I need to get up there again if I wanted to check the plant. Yeah, I probably won't do that. Probably not. Roop. Oh no, I rescaled my Ori. Let me fix that. The plants won't hold anything. Except useful hints, of course, but those won't get me further at the end. Free once I get the trick once. I don't know if that's true for you, but no, I don't feel like that. I'd still need quite a while to get it again. There's also a plant up there. These are just avoiding strategies. I don't actually think this will get me anywhere. Look at that! Turns out I never even went close to this plant that holds charge flame efficiency. Well, why not? I wonder why I never checked the pickup at escape. I mean, I don't expect it to be anything, but still I should have checked it, no? Yeah, tricks might not be free, but Sea Flame is. Checked. Interesting. What? Why though? I did it on another file. What? Okay, it's gone now. Oh right, that probably was game storage. Great, okay. Moving on. Or either game is just trying to wake me up by doing confusing things. Less hints than I expected. Whenever you give me charge flame I get stuck. It was the same for the dash one. The dash plan did it the same thing. Well, I said I could sense check this one and never did it. Probably should. Bit tedious though. At least I think I could sense check that. If I can't reach it normally, burst stomps will pass me along. Will get me along. Okay. Got myself scared and that didn't help me. Apparently picking up orbs is hard sometimes. Okay, I maybe want to save here. Okay, this one doesn't require any tricks. Kuro, you're long gone, don't try to fool me. Sen says no. Fine. Oh, it's also easily reachable. Okay. This will not work. I don't even know where I'm going. Nowhere, apparently. Maybe you could actually do that, even though it would be pretty damn useless. But yes. Did anything happen? Well, that question is answered if you didn't if you weren't there with Charge Flame. What did I do to get it again? Some of the pickups. Was it the energy cell? No, I think the energy cell was a map stone in the map stone. Or did I find it elsewhere? Fast Stompless was the last one. Oh god, my memory is so bad. This one, okay, then yeah, what turned out to work is taking damage from the bird to jump off the spikes during invincibility frames and then collect the ability cell, and that should have been a map stone, and the map stone insert should have been Charge Flame, something like that. And now I'm kind of collecting a bunch of 0 experience from plants. This is the only sensible pickup that has any chance of being possible. I still don't want to go there though. Are there even like areas I didn't go to yet? I have no way of getting into Ginso. There's a lot of Horu. I never really tried to go over there. Didn't see it happening either. And there's a lot of Misty, but considering the geographics of Misty, pretty sure that's not the way. And there's Sorrow, but in Sorrow there are these unpleasant spike walls. Maybe just go around for further plants. I mean, I already found one sense triggering plant on Surprise and Forlorn. Why wouldn't a similar thing happen another time? Although I don't even know where would be plants I haven't broken yet. This is a plant I haven't broken, I guess. I don't think I ever collected this, I probably could. But Sense says no as usual. I also almost find it interesting that I never destroyed this bramble. It seems to imply... No, it doesn't imply I didn't collect that one. I remember this hint. Okay. This is a plant. Soon I'll have no plants left. I was never able to use the Stomp will drag you along slopes knowledge. Not sure if I want to answer to that. Some walls and floors, and sometimes even more than you expect, yes. Hit through terrain, yes, that is what implies the fact that you can sometimes do exceptional lures. This shade of red. I have no idea. The spiders are a bit weirdly placed. But after getting triple jump, maybe I should take a look at what the terrain looks like there. Yeah, it doesn't look good. Oh, I killed the other spider, okay. Why does he not swing? Or not a lot? Unusual. Hello Deltunamic. I have no idea what you're writing though. I think it might be Korean, but it might as well be any other language whose letters I can't read. Okay, now he swings. It seems too high to do anything here. It says hi, you understand it, okay. I will greet back, but not in Korean. Oh, he dies to one stomp, doesn't he? Google Translate understands. Yeah, Sense doesn't seem to like this pickup. I found the hint though. The doorkeeper. Could someone translate again? Doorkeeper sits high atop the burning mountain. I have an idea. No, translation is correct. Okay, apparently we have a communication. I'm glad to hear that. At least as long as Google Translate works. So which warp did lead into Horu? Some warp led there. Oh, these warps. It's true I should have taken notes while playing this plan though. How on earth did I get there? I have zero remembrance. Weird. I feel like I should know. This apparently is a warp to somewhere. Yeah, that's as far as the translator goes. My guess would probably be it's amazing that Google Translate makes this communication possible, although Google Translate didn't shine on translating it. Okay, I just have to try around. Maybe it was this. Maybe. Maybe. Hopefully. Yep. And it will become better as time goes on. It probably even learns by itself, considering the projects Google has, things Google does. It's starting to get hard to deny that it has a form of being sentient, yes. Now I'm supposed to get up here again. Maybe you can even do that jump without a bird, I'm not sure. Oh well. I'm not sure if I want to compliment the frog on that shot. Kinda didn't help me. Yes! Okay. Made it overcomplicated once again. Where do you lead? My remembrance was correct. What an exception. Oops. Huh. No, I don't get the idea. I can't remember. Maybe try it different. Okay, I learned something new today. Now what? Can I do this? I don't think so. How about this room? I can probably... Yeah, I should be able to complete this room, depending on how this works out. What happens if I stomp one of these? I died. Huh. not the optimal outcome. Is there any way to kill him, like, without dying? That would be most pleasant. Oh, is this very different than the base game, the translation or a comment? The problem is if I stomp cancel I don't actually go down, and if I hit him I can't stomp cancel anymore, so maybe this room isn't the one I can do either. Then can someone translate again? I can just stomp here. Oh god. Why do I feel so stupid sometimes? Clear is a better expression than watch. That honestly doesn't make the sentence more understandable. You cleared this game too, but translate says you can't remember how to wake it up a little bit, and yeah, I don't know what that means. Well, this can't be anything. This might be an interesting interaction and everything, but sense doesn't trigger and it isn't a hard trick either. It's a nonsensical room. Okay, I see. Yeah, as long as Google Translate cooperates, it shouldn't be a problem. Just the last time, we didn't quite get the gist. What about this room? This one should be possible, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be. Oh! This is hard ground, I never quite realized. How do I get up to the crate? Maybe I do have to make the laser spin. No, okay. Uncertain word, yeah, that's a nice expression. I like that neologism. If that's the proper English word for what I'm thinking of. This... No. Right? No. This... maybe. Maybe this room will work. This plant, I think he's sensing the plant. Yes, that's my experience as well. The longer a sentence is, the more Google struggles. Charge Flame Blast. Huh. Weird. What implications does it have? I have a larger radius? I never ever worked with Charge Flame Blast. I have no idea in which sense and form this is progression. Yeah, but like, is there a plant somewhere that I can break now? An enemy that I can aggro now? Or can I redirect projectiles in a way I couldn't before? I suspect there's a reason I'm giving Charge Flame Blast. Two more rooms. And some more spikes for me to jump into, apparently. Is there any way... I probably can't even get up there, right? How would I? I don't think so. Oh! You can stomp through lasers. I never knew. I think that's all I can collect in this room. I'll try others. Yeah, no. Sure, there's door warp, but I don't think door warp is in the intended strategy set. I might have to think about what Charge Flame Blast does for me. You need to know now? What do you need to know? I mean, sure. Bunch of 0 XP, probably. Kind of what I expected. Came at a price too. Oh wow, actually at quite the price. I have to go to Forlorn, to warp to Sorrow, to get out of Sorrow into Valley, to warp into Horu, and then I still don't know where I'm supposed to go. Maybe I should think about Charge Flame Blast instead. Because I don't really have any idea. Like, I don't think so, but maybe it redirects very strongly and opens up possibilities here, but how would it? I can TP to Horu, yes, but from below I can't get far, I can't even get up to this platform. All these rooms are only reachable if I use the warp to here. Why charge Flame Blast? Well, I never tried this room. Could probably stomp on this elemental to climb up. But there's a point where I don't see a way to progress anymore. Still, I should take a look at it. Step 1. Step 2. Okay. Now I should probably go very short to rule out all the possibilities so I don't have to take this path again and again. And while I don't think I can do anything here, no reason not to try. Yeah, so much for that. I mean, this one, there was no way. There's no way to get past that. So these two rooms are not what I'm looking for. What was it with this room? Oh, right. I cleared it. The map just doesn't show it because it's the elemental room. This one is the spinning laser room. Okay, and this one I wanted to check. This one has been cleared. This one is strictly impossible. Okay, let's take a look. Don't kill that platform, please. I need it. Maybe I should try to kill him after stomping on him. If that's anyhow possible. Charge Flame breaks all these platforms. Did I read that right? Yes, okay. I am unable to use Charge Flame anywhere then. No, I can't kill him. If I stomped on him again, I would just drop into the lava. How would I think that's already where I can't progress through this room anymore. It didn't look like I could get on top of that elemental. Yeah, I know what the problem is. After he shoots, he's further down, and then my stomp won't reach. The room is too long. Even if I could get on top of that elemental, while I don't know exactly what the whole room looked like after that, I think there were a couple places where this ability set won't get me any further. I didn't investigate a whole lot in this room. Still don't think there's much I can do. My suspicion is just that I'm missing an implication of charge flame blast, of the stronger charge flame. And the problem here is the mortar only shoots if you're to his left side. And there's no angle at which his shot could break the barrier without redirecting it twice. And I'm not quick enough to redirect it twice. So maybe I should keep trying this room. It's hard to even make this elemental cooperate though. Like there again, it just was too far down the moment I stomped on it. And I can't even seem to avoid damage from that slime anymore. Not sure how I did it. Hesitating could help. Doesn't help. Maybe I should trust it more. Even if it kinda looks like it won't work. At least try. This sure is a special room. No other room makes you fight so much for even finding out whether it's possible or not. That elemental fire is too far, too fast. Not too far, too fast. Any other ideas? I mean, I already looked for other ideas. Maybe recheck this room. But the elemental is too close to the ceiling. Don't see a way of stomping off him. Maybe I could though. Just to regain the triple jump. And with the triple jump climb further up, but then I'm faced with is it called a tumbleweed in Foru? I'll just call it another tumbleweed. And I don't have a good way of moving it. And if this pickup was something, it would have triggered sense. So that room can't be it. I don't think so. I don't think this room is it either, because it's not so much about the stomp tricks, but more about quite annoying enemy spam. I just wish I had other ideas. But the answer to this room seems to be no. It might be possible to just jump off that wall once without climbing further and still making it to the next one. I now have an idea what determines whether or not I get damaged by the slime. I think this elemental has to fire his shot in such a way that it destroys the platform below the slime. And if it doesn't, the slime will hit the platform instead and I will die. No, I won't die, but I'll get damage. Usually I die shortly after though. Or maybe I was wrong. I don't see the way from there on. I don't think there is a way from there on. Oh, there was a platform that got destroyed. Huh. And if I could get on top of that platform quick enough... It usually doesn't line up if the slime damages me. I can place a safe in the spitter spot, but if I save in a state where the platform is destroyed, it will keep being destroyed, right? I can see if I can make it work. Yeah, if the slime hits me, I'm slower. And then the elemental is too far down, usually. Just haven't found a setup that makes me not take damage yet. Maybe I should use Charge Flame? No, it destroys too much, especially with the blast. Why did I even charge it up? What a stupid idea of mine. Yeah. What a stupid idea of mine. Okay, I can't stomp on him. It's certainly easier to get damaged than not to get damaged. Okay, that worked. If his shots deal 3 damage, how much will his body deal? Can I get hit by him? I don't know what's harder, continuing or saving. Saving is probably easier. On my first attempt, I think the elemental killed the mortar by chance. Sometimes by chance the elemental also destroys the platform while it isn't even on screen. Great. He only retreats if I'm above him, not if I'm to his left. Well, platform gone. Platform gone. Okay. If I use this very convenient setup that works if I get damaged, the platform is always gone. Need to at least do it slightly differently. Gone. This is the shot that always kills the platform. I feel like that should have worked. But game felt otherwise. Oh. Well, it's not true. If the mortar is alive, I can't save. The mortar needs to die, and the mortar can only die from the elemental. It's the only way how the platform does not get destroyed. Well, so much about that. It wasn't obvious to me, no. Nah. This will make it even harder. Nope. Now I have to aim by being in the right position relative to him. Great. Fire to here, please. Didn't hit the mortar. But the mortar hit the elemental. Nice. Not exactly my intention though. That would have been too high. I still think the next jump is actually impossible, but... well, keep going. Nope, too low. Shoot here. Nope. Seemed good, but didn't hit him. Well, the first try's blessing is just gone. Oh, there it is. Okay. That's a save. Now what? I can make him miss his first shot. I also can jump up a bit without him firing. But do you see that distance? This distance is too far. It doesn't work. Even if I stomp on him, it just doesn't work. Well, unfortunate. But before I leave, I should at least have another idea where I want to go. I mean, most of all, Charge Flame Blast makes me think of triggering an enemy somewhere similar to this trick. But for this trick I was given a hint. Now I don't have one and I just don't know. Maybe I should just go to a swamp, see what this looks like. Even though I call it impossible to collect this pickup. Look and see. So, first thing to test out should be if Charge Flame in its stronger form redirects projectiles differently. Or maybe the first test should be... oh yes, of course, I can get up there. The radius is great, though. It looked like its radius to redirect things is bigger as well, but not the force with which it redirects. Also, that guy retreats quickly. Yeah, that's just what I imagined happening if I tried to redirect this projectile. And he never shoots to the right. That might have been all my ideas for the moment. It looked like with the projectile redirection that Charge Flame Blast doesn't apply more force to the things it hits. But maybe it does and I just observed badly, or it doesn't apply to projectiles. And you could use Charge Flame Blast to move this tumbleweed? What would that even do? Would that do anything? It's the only idea I have for now. Same force. I mean, I suppose it would still be possible. The spikes are the problem, but like maybe you could lure a bird up here? It would hard to deal with him and the spikes. And even if you got all the way to here, what would you even do? You would do nothing, you're just trapped in the spike caverns. Well, same as yesterday, at some point I just run out of ideas. And maybe I have more if I come back after some sleep, after some break. Worked once, maybe it'll work twice. And this is where I leave for today.